Welcome everyone to Interconversations, a series of online webinars organized by the internationalization team of the Department of Early Childhood Education here at the Education University of Hong Kong. My name is Alfredo Bautista, and I am a professor and also Associate Head of Internationalization in the ECE department at EDU Hong Kong. So let me start by giving a very brief introduction about us. Our department is one of the largest early childhood education departments in Asia and also in the world. We trained the majority of kindergarten teachers here in Hong Kong, and we are very devoted to shaping the future of education for young children. We offer a wide spectrum of programs in early childhood education, programs that cover all levels from sub-degree to doctoral levels. And many of these programs are actually open and welcoming international students. So this is why we are doing this today. And the focus of the session today, the focus of this webinar is to introduce you to the Masters of Education in Early Childhood Education program, which can be completed in 1 year if you do it full-time, or in 2 years if you do it part-time. So over the next 30 minutes, you will have the opportunity to meet the area coordinator of this program and also 2 of our alumni. Our aim is to provide you with the most essential information about the Masters of Education in Early Childhood Education. And at the end of the presentations, we will have some time for questions and answers. So if you have some questions or some concerns or something you would like to ask about this program, please feel free to type your questions, and then I will be moderating the Q&A session at the end, and I will be conveying the questions that you may have. We will try to keep the session short so that you can quickly determine whether this program is the right fit for you. And without further ado, let's get started, and let me introduce the program leader, who is my colleague and very good friend, Dr. Zhou Yanling. Dr. Yanling is going to give a general overview of the program. So please join me in giving her a welcome to this session today. Thank you so much, Yanling. The floor is yours.
Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Yanling Zhou, and I have been an area coordinator for Master of Education in ECE for the last quite a few years. And our program has a mission of cultivating the next generation of early childhood education professionals through a comprehensive study. So we not only have provide our students with theoretical frameworks, but also practical experience, and also empower them with innovative approaches to early childhood development and learning, so they can bring those knowledge and practice back to their work and also bring more innovation in the field. Let's back, and so I'm going to introduce you some of the major focus and vision we have about the program. This program is for professionals who are in the field, who have been an early year educator, and sometimes we also have parents as well, and also business owner who are in the early year education industry. And so we hope to cultivate those professionals with advanced knowledge and practical expertise. And we also have a vision. This program is perfect for those individuals with a vision in early childhood education and aspiration to be a field leaders. So if you have any new ideas and new challenges, and this is a perfect place for you to come and carry out your research and also discuss with expertise in our field, and also perhaps bring back new idea back to your field as well. It is also perfect for those who wish to establish your own early year education business. It is also designed for people who want to reach a management position in early year education sector. Generally, our program is composed of 24 credit points. We have 8, so that means you need to take 8 courses in total. Each course worth 3 credit points. And one thing I want to emphasize that, and this program not only allow you to choose courses within our department, but also allow you to choose course across our faculty. and the Faculty of Education and Human Development. And so that means you may choose courses from psychology department, from mathematics department, from department of leadership courses, for example. So we have a wide course choices for you to make. If you want to be specialist in this early year education, early childhood education, you may choose 2 core courses offered by graduate school and 3 specialist courses from our department. And then you can choose 3 additional courses, either from our department or from other department. Alternatively, you may also choose a supervised research project. A supervised research project, it's equivalent to 3 courses credit. So that means 9 points credit. And that allows you to shadow with a professor with their expertise, and then you conduct your own research project from the beginning till the end. And so one of our alumni here is going to share her experience, how she took the supervised research project. So here are the 3 major core courses that we're offering. And these are the courses we designed to really tap into the current affair, current issue, critical issues in the field, but also equip you with research methods that are fundamental and necessary, being a research educator and a researcher at the same time. At the same time, we also are in touch with what's happening in the field and what has been practiced curriculum-wise, pedagogical-wise, and assessment-wise. So these are the 3 courses everyone needs to choose as a compulsory courses. And as you can see here, we have also a range of elective courses to choose from. And these are all very current and relevant topics that matters to early year education, from family studies and child-centered development, and to the environment, how you can understand family within the educational settings, and also help you to understand more about the social emotional well-being of the whole early year education development. I'm going to share with you some of the highlights of the past events. So for this course, we not only offer courses that take place in the lecture room, but also we take students outside the classroom. So as you can see here, we do hold alumni sharing sessions. This is one of our alumni who has her own business, early year business. She was sharing about how she grew the business and how she brought her experience from study here with us and back to their practice again. So we really appreciate this kind of exchange. And then we often also hold regularly workshops. So this is one of the Reggio Emilia workshop we held, and all of our students really felt truly engaged, and they had a lot of hands-on experience. So this is all in addition to our in-classroom courses. So as you can see, our course design is not just about study theory and really memorizing. This is really, we want to introduce with you with new approaches and new thinking. Okay. And this is one of the experience that as a master degree program, we participated in a university level for the international exchange. So this is a virtual exchange project our master degree students have participated in as well. We regularly take students to visit kindergartens inside Hong Kong with the kindergarten that practice different types of curriculum. And so our students can really have a first-hand experience what it looks like, how curriculum are actually practiced in a different style. We also care greatly about our students' well-being. And so as a part of our course design, as well as enhancing our students' the social emotional well-being, so master degree students. And we do regularly also organize, so this is two events we organized last year. One is moving inward. This is collaborating with, this is one is my friend Steph. She's a personal coach, but also very kind of like a Hong Kong celebrity coach. And she collaborates with Olympic swimmer Emil, representing Hong Kong. So both of them collaborating, they reach out to our university students and to join them for this self-discovery session, for a movement session. And this outdoor learning and rugby experience, we led a group of our MEd students into the Hong Kong Football Club, and they showed us this very vibrant, we had a really good taste about what playing rugby is like, and everyone, and not only have a first-hand experience of feels what rugby feels like, but also had the good feeling about how children learn as well, because for many of them, rugby is their first time, first experience for this kind of sports. Anyway, so I think enough for me to talk. I could talk a lot more, but I want to open this floor to our two alumni. So let me introduce our alumni, Ms. Zhou Yitong. And Yitong is our alumni of 2023, and Jiaqi is our alumni 2024. Yitong, would you like to introduce yourself and share with us about what you have taken away from our program, and anything you want to share with any potential students in the future?
Good afternoon, everyone, and future educational leaders. My name is Yitong, a proud graduate of the Master of Education program, area of focus in early childhood education at EdUHK. Currently, I serve as a teaching researcher and a manager at a public kindergarten in Shenzhen. My role sits at the intersection of teaching, research, and administration. I'm responsible for leading our kindergarten's curriculum development, teacher training, and even our external communication. Today, I want to share how the MED program didn't just add a degree to my name. It equipped me with the precise tools to thread in this complex role. Firstly, for the Theory 2 systems, building a research-informed curriculum. In ECE courses, we did not just study models, we deconstructed them, and I learned to ask, what is the theoretical basis behind these activities? This is an academic exercise, and nowadays, it is my job. Now, when I lead the teachers in developing a new lessons, I guide them to anchor it in solid pedagogy, be it Vygotsky scaffolding or a play-based learning. The program told me to build not just activities, but a coherent educational system. Secondly, from data to discussion, leading evidence-based improvement. My experience as a student assistant and a research assistant at EdUHK, managing and analyzing large datasets was foundational, but then it was for the research project and my research project. But now I use those identical skills to drive kindergarten improvement. I designed some surveys to measure parent satisfaction and analyze classroom observation data to identify teacher training needs, and present data-driven reports to my principal to inform our decision. The program transformed me from a consumer of research into a producer of actionable insight for my institution. Thirdly, from local to global, crafting a narrative of excellence. The program featured a diverse international cohort, discussing education with classmates from around the world, shattered my preconceptions and gave me a global perception on best practice. This is invaluable. Now, when I am responsible for our kindergarten's external communication, I can articulate our school's mission and pedagogical approach with confidence, connecting our local practice to a broad and international dialogue on quality early childhood education. It allows me to tell a company story about who we are. So, and what did the MED program give me? It gave me the language to lead curriculum development, the toys to make smart management decisions, and the vision to represent my school on a wide stage. So for any of you who aspired to move from impacting a single classroom to influencing an inter-institution, this program is the most powerful investment you can make in your future. So thanks for your attention and listening.
Thank you for your sharing. And we're going to give the time to Miss Liang Jiaqi. Jiaqi, I know you are you're a recent graduate, and so please take some time to introduce yourself and what's your takeaway. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And good day, everyone. I'm Jiaqi, and I will be sharing my learning experience in ECE from the perspective of a research project student. I've gathered some feelings from other 8 fellow students about their experiences at ECE over the past year and encapsulated them into 2 words, vibrant and freedom. The vibrant refers to the overall vibe. It's not just about the inspiring learning content, but also the lively participation of everyone. Moreover, ECE offers a lot of interesting workshops that enrich our daily lives. As for freedom, one student's comment left a deep impression on me. Learning for the sake of learning. If this aligns with your ideal academic environment, then ECE is definitely the place for you. Now let me walk you through my research timeline. In early September, we had only about 2 weeks to decide whether to choose a research project and contact the supervisors, determine our research direction, and write a brief research proposal. So during this short period, it's crucial to deep think and act quickly. And you need to consider whether to opt for a research project or complete your degree through coursework. If you are thinking of pursuing a PhD or EDD in the future, I highly recommend the research project as it offers a practical understanding of academic research. And you can see each step is closely linked and the timeline is actually very tight. So this time management becomes essential. So keep in mind to take control of your time very well. And initially, I was also worried that the whole process would be complex and full of uncertainties. However, I received support from various staffs across ECE and the university. First, my supervisor, who will fully respect my ideals and offer some appropriate suggestions. In addition, course lecturers provided guidance on research directions and methods, which were extremely helpful, and the graduate school staff and other administrative staff were always there to answer any technical questions. Every staff member at ECE is very kind and willing to provide any assistance. So we also have access to rich library resources, a wealth of academic papers that are free of charge. Moreover, we have fantastic facilities such as AR or VR rooms you can see in the pictures, and power outlets are available everywhere, which really alleviated my battery anxiety. And in addition, to help me delve deeper into my area of interest, through the research project, ECE also hosts a variety of academic conferences. These events help everyone stay updated on the frontiers in this field and establish connections with scholars from other universities to exchange our insightful ideas together. So furthermore, I highly recommend getting involved in research as a student helper by observing the implementation, coordination, and organization of different research projects, you can learn a great deal. So finally, I'd like to end with a quote from a professor, which I also extend as a wish to every student. What you care is your career, so actively discover what you care about and please dive into it without any hesitation. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jiaqi. That was so thoughtful and full of wisdom. Well, I think that's all of our sharing. If you have any questions, we're here.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Zhou Yanling, and also Zhou Yitong and Ms. Liang Jiaqi for your sharings today. So it was very interesting and informative to hear all this information about the program and also your experiences, right? So let's move to the questions and answers. So the first one is for Dr. Yanling. Is the program fully conducted in English? Are there any courses in Chinese? And what about the elective courses? Yanling, would you like to take this one?
Sure. Good question. Our program are actually EMI course, which means English medium instruction. I think all of our courses are conducted in English. So I think that's a university requirement and regulation. Unless you choose courses from Chinese language or literature or so, I think those departments, they conduct some of those master degree course in Chinese. And so for this purpose, for our program per se, English is the main language of instruction.
Great, thank you very much. So for all the viewers that are following this video and this seminar, there is also information on the website, right, Yanling, about the English requirements to be admitted in the program. Of course, about the fees, about all the technical aspects. This is something that they can find online, right, Yanling?
Yes, yeah. All the information are for public online, so you will be able to easily have access to it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Another question says, is there any practicum component in the program? Yanling, would you like to take this one? What about practicum?
To me, being practical, as I interview everyone before they start with our program, the number one things I usually care about is what experience they would like to bring back to the classroom again. That means doesn't matter they have been education for many years or just a couple of years, or just some of them maybe just have only a few months of experience in the field, and that experience is experience. So I highly encourage whoever are considering this program, do obtain some of the related experience, and that would help you to acquire theory in a more practical way. So you know how to better connect what's out there in the practice to what we're learning in theory in a classroom. And very often the discussions are around case studies and also real scenarios. So in many cases for our courses, being practical, we also tackle real world issues. We're not just discussing theories. So we bring on real world issues back into the classroom for discussion, for simulation sometimes. And also I encourage some of our assignment even, we encourage students to come up with realistic, not just theoretical suggestion, but also realistic or practical a framework, how you may tackle certain issues. And then the third level of being practical, we have been very actively connected with the professionals in the field. And that's why we take our students back into the field for school visit, and then so they can have a first-hand experience about what's possible actually. So for a lot of students, they were only exposed to one kind of practice before, and to them to exposed to different practice, that's an eye-opening experience. So that's that's what I'm being practical. So I think as you can hear from our alumni here, being practical is also you're able to bring what you learn here back into your workplace again.
Great. Thank you so much for the answers. Then that we have written here on the chat. It says, is work experience required? I understand this question is about the entry requirements, Yanling. Is work experience required, or students can apply right after undergraduate study?
We do have students, we have quite a percentage of students who just graduated from their bachelor degree, but most of those bachelor's degree students have like internship experience, for example. So I think Yitong is one of them, right? When she came to us for the master degree study, she just graduated from her bachelor degree, but during her study, she has already got every year they have like a 1 or 2 months of internship experience. So any levels of experience is an additive, would contribute significantly to your study.
Thank you so much. Next question we have, I guess this is a question that Yitong and Yachi can probably answer. In your experience, what are the most typical jobs taken by students in this program after completing the program? So what would you say in your experience, or also what you have seen from classmates? So after students graduate, what are the most typical jobs that they normally take?
I will answer this question, and I think some of them have experiences before they will get promotion and to be a leader in the kindergartens. And for some of them, they may have other classmates and exchange their ideas, so they may delve into their interested topics and to develop their own interest. But I think something we take away will also functions as very valuable and part to help us to get more and to develop ourselves better.
Thank you very much. Yitong, how about you? In your experience, what are the most typical jobs that you have seen your classmates taking about completing these programs?
As I know, my roommate got the PhD offer, and as another student, we go back to mainland China, and somebody become kindergarten teacher, and somebody works like me to be a leader or a researcher in kindergarten.
I have also seen many of the students becoming kindergarten principals after obtaining the master's degree, both in Hong Kong and in other locations. So I think this is also a very typical route that students will complete the program and then get a promotion in the leadership track, as you just said.
A couple of students actually start their own business as well. So that's kind of like a few percent. Like a 5% or something, they start their own business, and they're taking this knowledge and went back to the practice directly and put into business idea. So yeah.
All right. So there is one more question that I think is probably should be taken by Yanling. The question says, are there any scholarships offered to students in this program?
Good question. I think, as all of you may see, our area of focus early year is under the graduate school scheme, the overall scheme. I think as long as the graduate school has a scholarship, you are eligible to apply for that scholarship as well. So I think this is more run under the university umbrella scholarship scheme. So yeah, I think, and that will be kind of equal to everyone. And the information should be on graduate school website as well. We do have a kind of scholarship for also encourage local students. So Hong Kong local students, there's certain small amount of scholarship, but we also kind of probably will continue to develop and open up scholarship for more people as well.
Thank you so much, Yanling. All right, so this is all the questions that I can see written on our chat. I guess I have to just say thanks to the three of you for sharing your knowledge and your experience in the program. So thank you so much. Here on this slide, you can find the website of the university where you can find more information about the program, the admission requirements, all this information that Yanling was mentioning about admission requirements, level of English required, the structure of the program, the type of credits, etc., the fees that are to be paid by the students. So here you can find the technicalities of the program, and these sometimes change from year to year. So we advise that you visit directly the website of the university, the graduate school, to find the most updated information about the program, and also in terms of application timelines and when is the time to apply for this Master of Education program. So please, you can scan the QR code with your phone and then just visit the website directly. All right. Very good. So we would like to say thanks to all of you for your interest in our department. If you would like to stay in touch with us and follow the news of the different programs that we offer, so here you find all of the different social media platforms that you can use to connect with us. Here also on the chat, we are also sharing with you the different links that you can just use to visit and keep updated with our news. Right? So this is all from us. Thank you so much for your time and for your interest in our department and this program, and stay connected. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks.